Hello everyone, it's Selene here. I am so happy to be here with you. I'm just going to take a look for our video and see if I can find it. It's not there yet. Hopefully I'm live in the right place because that can happen. Let's see. Bum, ba, bum. Yes, there we are. Okay, I'm going to grab a link and share it, because that's the best way for people to find us. I hope you're having a great day. There's only 2 days left of Sale-A-Bration, can you believe it? That seemed to fly by. Had a new team member join my team this morning. Avid crafter, been crafting for a really long time, loved some of the stuff that we have on to buy right now. So she got $125 in product plus, and that was just what she picked, whatever she wanted. She paid $99. She got free shipping, and then she got the free stamp set and the 2 marker set bundle, which is a $91 value, which is pretty awesome. Let's see. And I'm just sharing this so that everybody can find us, hopefully. I hope you guys are having a great day. So I have done this class, I don't know, this might be my 3rd time doing it. It's so pretty. This stamp set is called Detailed Succulents. It's stunning. So the images layer on top of one another. So this one you would stamp with the lightest color. This one you'd stamp with the medium color. And this one you stamp with the dark color. And it makes this 3D looking awesomeness. Look at it. Isn't that pretty? So it just jumps right off the page, and I want to show you how to use these stamps. It is one of our online exclusives. We have a online exclusive right now that's open for demonstrators, and then next month everybody else will get access to those products. So if you've seen some of them, I did a product unboxing, if you will. If you've seen some of them, they'll be available to you next month if you're not a demonstrator. But if you're not a demonstrator and you have a big wish list, now's the time, because they have the best deal going ever. So if you're interested in that, send me a private message, but know that I have class here tonight at 5 and at 6:30 with my monthly stamp club. So I'm really pushing everything into today, but I don't want anybody to miss a thing when it comes to getting the last minute Sale-A-Bration items you might want. So I'm going to flip this over. I've had this class ready for quite a while, but I didn't know when I would have time to do it. And today an appointment got canceled, and I said, today's the day. I love being able to work when I need to, or just when I have a minute, you know? Okay. So something about this stamp set that eluded my team when we first did this was lining up the stamps. So what I did to get kind of prepared for this class this time is when I took this up to my monthly class up in Litchfield, New Hampshire. Actually, I want to get back to where I was so I can see your comments, because I'm not seeing them right now. Hang on. I started by putting a Sharpie marker on the block. So I'm just going to stamp this image so that you can see what it looks like just before we even start the workshop. So this is Pretty Peacock. Okay, and I'm going to lay that down with my Pretty Peacock ink pad in front of it so I know which one's going with which. And then the middle image here is going to go with Lost Lagoon. And I made a mistake when I put the arrows on it, so then I put 2 arrows on this one. Hey, whatever works, right? So I'm going to ink up with Lost Lagoon here. And let's see. She paid $99. Sorry, I'm just getting the replay here. So here's the second one. And I'm sorry that I have to get my noggin in so that I can see this, but you really want to be right on top of it to get the second image loaded up even. So this is with Lost Lagoon. You see what it's doing? Okay. And then the last one, we bring in Pool Party. These colors on their own are duos, but I would call this a trio. I don't know that that was a thing in the lingo, but I'm calling it a trio because they're both duos and they're all in the blue family. You know how many blues there are? If you've ever tried to match a blue dress to a blue sweater, you guys know what I'm talking about. These are set up for you to be successful when you make your flower. So look at this image. I'm going to give you a nice close-up look at it. It is stunning the way it is. So when you layer up these images, I would not actually use Wink of Stella on it to move the ink because you would lose some of that 3D detail that we're getting in that flower. All right, so I'm gonna I got all my 3 ink pads here. And with this class, if you decide that you would like to get a packet, this is what the packet would look like. So you would need your own stamp set and your own ink. But I would send you a little bit of ribbon, the embellishment to make your projects, and the 4 cards with envelopes inside, and that's just free with a $35 order. Now, if you spend $60, you're also going to get your choice of your Sale-A-Bration product. And there's also a 120, because there's a 120 freebie that's gorgeous heart stamp set and die cuts or corner rounder stamp set, but you get to pick what you'd like there. And then if you get to 150, don't use the host code, collect the host rewards, and I will still mail you a packet and email the PDF. If you get to the 120 or above, I've also got a special just till the end of the week that I'm going to send you 20 sheets of 6x6 random designer series paper and a package of bling to go with. Okay, so my packets are typically stack stuffed, which means all the envelopes, all 4 envelopes are on the bottom. And I'm going to put this to the side. And this is the first card that we're going to make. So I'll bring it in and show you. It has a pretty peacock base, so when I pull off of the pile, I'm going to leave everything intact and just take from the pretty peacock base up. And I'm going to move these out of the way, and you know I'm going to lose those. It is what it is. This big piece of white is for the inside of my card, so I'm going to go ahead and get that out of my way if I get the card open. Silly. I swear, it's like a clown car. Okay, so I'll open that. And then just to prep this, I'm going to quickly take this piece of designer paper, which is 5.5 by 1.5, and stick it down. So along with the class, I will either email you or Facebook message you a PDF so that you can recreate these projects when you have it. Hopefully my video is going okay. Hi, Tracy. I just restarted the feed so I can start to see your comments. All right, I can see everybody. Good. All right, so I got that one piece of designer paper on, really simple layout. Let's go back to our flower. I got Happiest Birthday here and my outline, which is the dark, which we'll start with the dark. And we'll build a flower. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to put my flower down first. The arrow really helps on my block. So when I'm all done with this class, I'll be able to clean those off with rubbing alcohol. I just used a Sharpie marker to make the arrow. But my team found this very tricky to get lined up. So once you get the flower in the right spot, well, then put the arrows in. That's what we did. So here is Lost Lagoon. I'm going to leave them like this, so I don't have to keep opening and closing them, because these go really fast once you get going. I did make one that was like green and purple, like a real succulent color, but it didn't photograph great, so I stuck with the blues. Oh, so pretty when you layer it, isn't it? I love that you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Hey, Judy, I'll see you this week. Club cards are fantastic. I'm so excited. Oh. All right. So that's it for the stamping. easy enough, right? So this first one is a very thin border. So we'll get some adhesive on this and lay it on. It's real simple once it goes, you know, once you get going. But the stamp does all the work in this case. It's so pretty. Okay, what did I do here? I'm gonna put this down next. We're going back to Lost Lagoon. So all the colors, you're set up to kind of be successful with Stampin' Up! When you're stamping, because you know that the paper is going to match the ink, and that's half the battle. You know, sometimes when you're scrapping with or stamping with a bunch of mishmash, it makes it difficult because you don't have everything that matches. This just makes it easy. And then this iridescent ribbon, and it just came out of the package, so you'll get this in the package if you place the order. The link is in the group, but I will put it in the header of this email when we're all done. And I can probably track down the full supply list. If for some reason I'm a little bit late getting it up on YouTube, it's because I have class tonight for club, but I'll get it out in the next day or so. Okay, whoop. So this has ever happened to you? You get the paper stuck to the tape? Well, that's because I'm pushing too hard. I gotta lighten up my hand a little bit. I get excited when I'm on camera and I get to see all of you and your comments. So, thanks for commenting. What do you think of all these blues? You think they're pretty together? You think I should add another color, or do you think they're good by themselves? Let's see. Happiest birthday. What a stunning card. You know, a color that goes with Pretty Peacock that took me way off guard this year was pumpkin. I paired up Pretty Peacock, Pumpkin Pie, and that new basic beige, and it was stunning. I'm going to leave this out because I want to be able to write in it before I stick it in. So I'll leave that. And we'll move on to card 2. That seemed fast, huh? Well, this one has a couple pieces of paper pre-cut for you. And the easiest way to do the layout for this one is to put the 1-inch strips. So these are 4x1. This is a great layout to copy. If you have leftover designer paper, you can go for days with this layout. So 4x1 on the top and bottom, and I'm gonna get them layered like this. And then my white piece is measuring 4x3. So I'll show you what the final card looks like real quick. And it could say happy birthday. It can say whatever you want it to say. I wanted to make a sympathy card. For this one, instead of using the 2 stamps that go with this, because this one has a shadow just like the other one, I opted just to use the outline of the stamp. And here's my sorry. This is, unfortunately, I'm needing a lot of sympathy and a lot of feel-betters. So sorry fits the bill for all of that. So I'm going to stamp my so sorry. And then I'm going to ink up and stamp that small flower 3 times. And I'm not going to put it in the box. I'm going to put it so that it's touching the outside of it. Tell my ink pad is cold. It's been out on the other side of the garage, and when the ink pads get cold, they stamp lighter. I need to hold it there a little bit longer. That's the key to photopolymer. You press and hold, and you say, who's the last person that left a comment? Judy is great, Judy is great, Judy is great. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some of these. Now, it's so funny, like when I was joking with the girls that were stamping in person with me the last time we did this, because they were inking up and the whole block was like so blue, I was calling it a Smurf. You gotta go nice and easy with these delicate stamps, and don't be afraid to just let it sit there for a minute, but you don't need a lot of pressure. It's like light, super light pressure with your hand. Nice and easy. Val was asking me questions about that, how to get nice clean images. Sometimes you're pushing so hard with that the paper on the outside is actually popping up from the, see that? So the trick to this is just to keep your hand like firm pressure, but you just leave it there for a second. There's like almost no, I just need the stamp to make contact with the paper, I don't have to go too crazy. So I have quite a few dots in here, but I like them. It reminds me of springtime and pollen. Not that I love pollen, but they do make flowers, right? All right, so I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella. Oh, yeah, we're going, which is nice. And we'll add some color. So now the difference with this one is I didn't use the second color down for this flower. I just left it the way that it was. So now I can go in and move some of the color that is there. And Wink of Stella fixes everything. If you have a stamp that's a little bit lighter than the other one, you can use Wink of Stella to perk it up, move that ink around, and brighten up your images, which is kind of cool. It really is magical. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Wednesday's a good day to stamp, right? Every day is a good day to stamp. All right. So if this were designer paper, 3x4, it would still fit on your card. So we have the two strips that are 4x1, 3x4. Isn't this a great layout? So if you had a different designer paper, you could get 12 from one piece of 12x12, just cutting your paper 3x4. And then you could have like maybe a circle or another shape and have a focal point. I love this layout and I use it all the time and I'm excited. So I'm ripping up my paper. That's how it works when you push too hard. Naughty, naughty, Selene. All right. There. So I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool and add a couple of bling bling. And you can just, maybe 3. Someone once told me, and I love it, that if you just add 3 and you make a triangle, that you can really put them anywhere and it looks right. It's chilly out here, so anything with adhesive is not behaving. I'm going to give myself a little more. So with this, you just, when you need more, you tighten it and then you pull back. Otherwise, it'll come out like a tube of toothpaste that's on fire. Here we go. Okay, so I get 3 little bling bling on that one. And that bling, the little strip comes in your pack for the class. All right, moving right along. Told you this was gonna go quick. I love this so much. So I took a little square, 2.5-inch square. And by the way, I tied your bow, so that's in the package as well if you get the class to go. What did I do with the ink pad? That's special. Oh, I put it all the way over there. It's like I thought I was keeping everything close to home base. Silly. All right, for this one, we have this little tiny For You, and that's where I'm starting. And when an image is this small, I like to go to the corner to pick up the ink, because I don't know if you noticed, but I had this at a class, and everybody goes to the middle. So that's where there's less ink. So if I want to make sure that I get the most ink, I'm going to go out here to the For You and press and hold for just a couple seconds. Not too much pressure, or your image will get muddy, All right, and then I got my arrow, so I know which way I'm going. Okay, and then delay of game. I like to delay it just a little. All right, and then here's the medium one, and I got my arrows all lined up. So that one step of drawing an arrow on your block makes this so much easier. My team was very frustrated when I had them over, and I'm like, what? You just turn and burn and line it up. And they're like, no, you don't. I can't see. So once you find it, just make yourself a line, and then it gets really easy. Hey, Cheryl. Nice to see you all here today. All right, so the biggest question in my house is what's for supper. So tell me what you're having for supper, everybody. And if you don't know, you get extra points because we just have no idea either. All right, so I'm coming back to those dots, and I did get a little smudge on my paper, but I'm going to cover it up with the dots so we don't see it. Yeah, I have to kind of have a supper at 4:30 because I have people coming in at 5 and 6:30, and I don't want to eat at 8:30, you know. I don't think I have an 8 o'clock tonight though. So what I do for Stamp Club is I have staggered times, and that's so that when people come through, I can sit with them and enjoy them and have a little bit more one-on-one time with them. It really, it's a nice way for me, and it's the way I prefer to do business, is just to hang out and spend time. So I do it Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 5 and 6:30. And then Wednesday, I have an 8 o'clock if they want. And then Thursday morning, I do a 9 a.m. So we have multiple times. I just had dimensionals here. Oh, here. I don't want minis. Here we go. So I'm just going to flip this over and add some dimensionals. So cool. Hey, Robin. Ham, green beans, and potatoes. Ooh, Chinese food. Vicki, you had me at Chinese food. Robin, what are you going to get for supper? It's funny. Well, I have about 4 different soups in the fridge right now because I bought potato soup at Panera when I was getting food for my mom. And then I made 3 different soups. And so now, like, I could just have soup for dinner. We have sausage tortellini. We have chicken tortilla. And we have, oh no, the Italian wedding is gone. Italian wedding is a big favorite in our house, and it's gone. Actually, I did make meatballs from the Italian wedding soup, and they're left over, so I might just throw those in gravy and have them with mashed potato. Something different. Okay, so I'm layering these up. This is that new paint splatter designer series embossing folder, and when we embossed these, we actually did 4 at a time because there's enough space to do 2 at a time, and we just did 2. So 4 when you're rolling through. And it wasn't bad at all to roll through. And because it's a 3D, you don't have that, you know, one is embossed deeply and one is, you know, these are just beautiful and so deeply etched. But it looks really cute with the splatter, or we'll call it the pollen. Don't know right now. That's where I live most days, Robin. Ooh, half a sandwich, half a can of soup. That sounds wonderful. Yep, sounds like Panera. We have a new coffee shop in town. Well, it's an old coffee shop that was bought out by friends of ours that have known us since Alexis was a baby. And they have sandwiches that beat Panera's. And they're right here in town. I'm so excited about them. This is something that I really like to do, and it's kind of strange, but I like the inside of my bow to be pointing the other way. So even though I tied them off and I cut them off, I'm going to do that because I like the inside to be longer. I don't know why. Aesthetically pleasing. There's no other reason. Aren't these gorgeous? So the last one is probably the most simple of all. But again, like, this stamp does all the work. So if you need some quick cards and you don't mind putting marks on your blocks as to which way the stamp is going, I think it's a super easy way to get wow cards. And the wow is just the stamps. So stamps, ink, and paper, Wink Estella. I did a little bit of embossing, but you could do without. It wouldn't. These are not difficult. And the packets are done. So if you do place an order with me, I will, as a thank you, mail you a 4-card packet like I've shown. And then of course I have specials going for each tier up. So if you spend $60, you get a Sale-A-Bration product of your choice. If you bump it up to $120, you get either 2 Sale-A-Bration choices, or you get one of the 120s, which they're amazing. It's like bundles. And then if you do $150, you keep the hostess rewards, and I'll still mail you the special. And at $120, I will send you 20 pieces of designer paper, 6x6, and a bling for you, just random out of my, and it could be anything, but you'll get a little packet of love from me. And then, of course, if you have to have everything, you should have a discount anyway. So ping me about the starter kit deal, which is amazing. I did a video on it a couple weeks ago with different things you can do with markers, and pretty awesome. Look at how cool that is. You are on my mind. So this just layers onto the pretty peacock. Simple stamping, great cards. And of course, with that, I would also email you the PDF with the complete supply list. And although I can post the supply list in the online workshop group, no problem. Okay, here we go. So again, if I just make a triangle, easy peasy. And I neglected the bling on the last one, so let's put some bling on that one too. So that little strip comes with your class so that you can assemble the same. Put one down there. Just random. It doesn't have to be perfect. They're pretty though. Wow. So that's that one. Oh, and I gotta finish sticking this one down. If you have any questions at all, let me know. I sure do appreciate you. I have these all ready to ship. So if you place your order in the next couple of days, they are ready to go out the door, and they will mail right away. Isn't that great? So you might actually have the packet from me before you get your stamp set if you order it. All right. Reminds me of the Dahlia stamp. Yeah, exactly. It does. But this one is a 3-step, and I don't know, it like really pops off the page when you get it. It's like, it's money. So, all right, I'm going to flip the camera and take a look at your comments. And we can just say goodnight because I have to clean up and get ready for everybody at 5 o'clock. Oh, it's only, I have a whole hour before I have people coming. Seems like the right thing to do. Okay, so ham, green beans, and potatoes. I heard another site that Facebook Lives are going to be available for 30 days. Is that true? It is true, but that's okay because I will download this video and post it to YouTube. And I am not going to change any of my behaviors on Facebook. My plan is to still go live every Tuesday. Yesterday I had some things going on and I missed it, but today I had a cancellation of an appointment this morning, and I decided that I was going to do a workshop in the middle of the day, even though it's my busiest week of the month with club coming through. I know that there's only 2 days left of Sale-A-Bration, and I wanted to make sure that you guys could get your Sale-A-Bration orders. And that Robin asked if Facebook is going to start deleting, and they are, and I got an email saying that it's going to go live in like June or July. So we have a little bit of time to download the ones we love and get them over to YouTube. But a lot of mine have already been posted to YouTube. So if you haven't followed my channel over on YouTube, go ahead and know that you won't miss a thing because I post in both places. So, alrighty. Yeah. I love love the cards too. Thank you so much. Hey, Lisa, welcome to my team. I am so excited. I have a new crafter that found me yesterday and took advantage of the starter kit deal. And today I invited her to my team page and my new team library. So every time I am typing up these directions or directions for anything, my team will get them first, and they're going to go into a library of classes. And I already have 6 or 8 classes in the library, and it's live and up. So now it's going to be easy. I used to make them sign up for the ones that they wanted to get, but now it's just going to be when they want to go look, they can go look at the library. So I'm excited about it. And they are too. I've gotten some pretty positive feedback from everybody that they're excited to be able to just go peruse and pick out and choose the stuff that they want to make. So wicked cool. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful night. And like I said, welcome to all the new demonstrators. If you purchased a starter kit during Sale-A-Bration, congratulations. You're part of the family now. And if you have questions about the starter kit, let me know. If you have questions about the workshop today, let me know. I'll be here to help. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Good night.